In the early morning hours of June 10th, 1912, the small town of Villisca, Iowa, was shaken to its core by one of the most brutal and infamous murders in American history. The Moore family, Josiah and Sarah Moore, along with their 4 children, had hosted 2 overnight guests, the Stillinger sisters, Lena and Ina. They all went to bed, never knowing the horror that awaited them. Sometime during the night, a person, armed with an axe, entered the home and brutally murdered all 8 people as they slept. Josiah and Sarah Moore, along with their 4 children and the 2 Stillinger girls, were found with their skulls crushed. The scene was horrific, with blood splattered on the walls and ceilings. What was particularly chilling was that the killer had covered all the mirrors in the house and left a plate of food at the kitchen table, as though they had calmly lingered after the massacre. Despite several suspects and a lengthy investigation, the case remains unsolved to this day. One of the suspects was a traveling preacher named Reverend George Kelly, who confessed to the murders, but his confession was later recanted. Other theories suggested a random drifter or a local businessman with a grudge. Despite multiple trials, no one was ever convicted, leaving the Villisca Axe Murders as one of America's most disturbing unsolved crimes. Today, the Villisca Axe Murder House is a popular tourist attraction for those fascinated by true crime and the paranormal. Visitors report strange and unsettling experiences within the house. Some claim to hear the eerie sounds of children's voices when no one else is around. Footsteps are heard echoing through the halls, even when the house is empty. There are also reports of objects moving on their own and sightings of shadowy figures lurking in the corners. Many believe the spirits of the Moore family and the Stillinger sisters never left the house and continue to haunt the site of their tragic deaths. For those brave enough to stay overnight, the atmosphere is heavy with the weight of history and horror. Whether it's the lingering presence of the victims or the unsolved mystery itself, the Villisca Axe Murder House remains a chilling reminder of a gruesome crime that still haunts the town more than a century later.